Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is 1990 score. I don't even know how many I've opened now, and there's just a bunch left. So we're gonna keep going. This one though has a ding. I had a good day opening, so it's gonna be hard to get my my feelings hurt today. But there's a big ding in the corner, so at some point it got dropped or whatever. There's a bunch of colors. So there's like red, green, blue. Right, blue's a lot of your rookies. Green, I think, is where Griffey is. Um, but I'm hoping that the white cat, there's a big stack of white. I'm hoping they're over here. That's where the Bo Jackson, Nolan Ryan, and those ones are going to be. So hopefully, when I open this box, they'll be here. If they're here, unless somehow it's like right here, it's going to be smashed. It's not going to be any good. So we're going to open this whole box in an effort to get a PSA 10 potential card out of here that will profit me more than I would have made selling it sealed. That's the whole. Oh, no, King Griffey's blue. My fault. He is not. Maybe it's Barry Bonds that's green. But you know what? We'll get in there. So you guys check out the video. Thanks for watching. Remember, drop a like, subscribe, comment what you think about these things. Probably start doing some live sports cards rips on YouTube once we get the sports card fan base up there. We'll see you guys soon. All right, everything's rearranged. I have sleeves. I have my loaders or my what are they called, semi-rigids. We're good to go. So this thing was a second ago factory sealed, and now it is not anymore. So part of the fun of sports cards is ripping things open, right? Seeing, touching, feeling. And for a long time all this stuff stayed sealed, and I kind of thought, here's the moment of truth. Oh crud. I have a feeling that the Bo Jackson's gonna be right in the smashed section. And you know what, guys? Look at this. Oh my lord. Can you guys see that? Oh, okay, good thing. It's not Bo in the back. If he's somewhere in the middle, we might still be okay. We're gonna get to that last. If you want to see, maybe skip to them. This one's got a price guide. It's kind of cool. If you've never opened this, I'll kind of go over this real quick. Um, 19. Where is it? Look at this. Okay, 1988 score traded. This from back. This was back when it came out. Mark Grace. I will tell you, you're not gonna get that anymore, right? Look at this. I used to be able to rip open a pack of cards and then immediately turn around and sell the cards to the store owner for half. That Greg Jeffries card, you could get about half of whatever book value was back in the day. So 1990 score. Here's the set it is part of. If you look here, that card, $10. I don't honestly know if it pulls $10 today, 34 years later. The Ben McDonald 250, Olerud $3. Look at this, the Ripken Air, which would not be in the sealed set, $25. And I think if I get it and I get a PSA 10, it's maybe okay, but otherwise it's not going to be. Now, these were raw prices back in the day, so that's pretty cool. Essentially, I've got this big old stack. I have got, now imagine I've probably opened, I don't honestly know, 8, 9, 10 of these so far. Um, so I've got these from everyone. Plus, I've opened wax boxes I had of this. I think I've already gone through 6 or 7 of them, right? And then every other score product I've gone through. Here, look, we just did some 89 score the other day. So all the different score things I have so many of those. I have no idea what to do with them. I don't think grading them is really honestly going to be an option. So if you have any feedback on what to do with those, and I'm looking at the corners, some of these have corners that are already dinged up, so that's kind of a bummer. Now, I will tell you that the last time I did a factory set, it was factory sealed, yellow box. It had the 12 bonus cards. The greens were doubled. So see how this is 2 different stacks, or 2 different sets of numbers? Essentially, instead of getting 1 of each, I got 2 of the one. I think it must have been bonds. I think I got 2 of that one instead. So that was pretty cool. I will tell you that the cut was way off, so that kind of sucked. It makes me very happy. Now I'm hoping we're gonna, I'm gonna keep this up here because I'm gonna put all the bulk back in there, and then essentially kind of move on from there. Okay, Jerome Walton is a rookie. He's not labeled as one of the rookies, but he is a rookie, so we'll pull him out. I do know that one. We're gonna get going through on the Reds. Pull out some of the cards we're looking for. Fred McGriff is a star. Sorry, let's get there we go. Danny Jackson. And we'll look through later to see what we're actually going to grade. Oh, 89 would have been Craig. 90 was not his rookie year. He did have a cup card this year. George Bell looks pretty good. I've opened so many of these that realistically, it's going to be hard to find a better version of the ones I already have set to go. And I don't even think I've sent any of the 90 score in yet to get graded. To be honest, I'm not sure. I don't think I've sent any in. So realistically, some of these will get sleeved up. I highly doubt that they'll go off. Okay, what was there was an error on Mike's card. I don't remember what set. I don't think it's from this set. I'll pull it out to the side. I do know some of the guys, and I highly doubt with a factory set that we're going to get an error card. Number 10 is the catcher. I'm trying to remember what some of these guys' errors were and from what sets. I opened so many different sets, Devin White, that I get a little messed up sometimes. Here we go. Boggs a little off cut. Vince a little bit off cut. Oh, Bo Jackson. That stinks. Smith. Look at that. Right in a row. It doesn't look too bad. That might be okay. We'll put him next to the other Will Clark I got back there. Yunt. I'm just pulling some of the stars out. Players who generally would get either a return or maybe, we're all stars in the day. Craig's card, 89 Donruss would have been his rookie. This would be a second-year card. We'll pull him out. I think people enjoy his card. Fisk and O'Neill and Clemens. Holy smokes. Eckersley, Jim Abbott, Barfield. At some point, we got to stop pulling them out, right? We got to leave some in the bulk. So Barfield, you could stay in the bulk, buddy. Sorry about that. Junior Felix was a rookie this year, so we'll put him in the rookie pile. And I know I'm probably passing up a lot of players who are rookies. And you know what? I can't memorize them all. Ken Hill, I would say find him in 1990 tops because behind him is a good card. Just take my word for it. Unless someone's been messing with the cards and repacking or doing otherwise, you're set for a happy surprise if you find him. Omar Vesquel, right? Vesquel. Sorry if I'm messing that name up, guys. I apologize. It's a pretty good rookie card. Put him off to the side. Gene Larkin. And you know what? I'm gonna skip over a lot of stars. There's a lot of these players who were good. They were all stars. Kenny Rogers, rookie card. But I just can't pull them all out. So eventually I have to kind of say, you gotta stay in the box. And it's better for the guys getting bulk. If you're interested in picking up some of my cards, reach out, let me know. Drop a comment, say hello. I do have big bulk boxes where you could pick up pretty much all the common cards from this set with the stars pulled out. But then anytime I sell bulk, I throw a bunch of stars in. Rolando is a rookie this year. Greg Maddux. I do pull out stars out of everything I'm opening, and then I throw them into our bulk auctions. So when we sell bulk, you get for sure stars, you get rookies, and that's the purpose of pulling them out is that I can do that, and I can make sure I throw them back in. My eyeballs cannot make out. Yeah, I thought he had played before. I knew that wasn't his rookie, but I wanted to check. Like I said, I like to put together, Van Slyke, star, Ruben Sierra, Rafael Palmeiro. Ooh, Puckett looks okay. Looks pretty decent. We got a McGuire. Looks a little top heavy, but we'll throw him up there so I can take a look at him later. Chuck Finley. That's not. So it's Steve Finley, I think, is the rookie. Greenwell. Ellis Burks. David Cohn. Randy Johnson looks pretty centered. As centered as I think this set's going to look. Jose Canseco. We always throw him out to take a closer look. John Schmaltz. That trio of pitchers, or I guess however many you feel like maybe they had back in the day if you were watching. The Braves, their senior, had, who did they have? They had Schmaltz, Glavine, and Avery. Anyone else you guys feel like I'm missing from the Braves pitching crew? Who is it you think that I just missed, right? Okay, so let's go green next. We'll say blue closer to the end. Andre Thomas was an all-star back in the mid and late 80s. Don Mattingly, as per usual, off cut. I have no luck. Watch all my videos. If there's possibly a Mattingly to be pulled, it will be one of the off-cut cards. Just kind of a bummer. Barry Bonds, off-cut. As you can see, we're just kind of flying through. I'm looking for either cards that potentially I'd want to grade just because of low population, who they are, or just, like I said, stars we're going to throw in a bucket. Lou Whitaker. Matt Noakes we're going to keep in there this time. I just opened a ton of 90 Fleer baseball, and I pulled a pack that had two. He was just in there, Barrett's, two Marty Barrett's back to back, and then the next pack, Marty Barrett. I was like, holy smokes! Jack Clark is I think he's a Hall of Famer, right? I'll look it up later to figure out if I'm right or wrong. Troy Brownie, Alomar, Sheffield, Greg Olson. Where's Grad? He was earlier. He was 89, I think, right? 80, 89. I'm trying to remember when I saw his first rookie. It's escaping me. Too many cards going past my eyeballs these days. We got Murphy's a little off cut. Fernando. Good players. All right. Where is... And it was not in this pile. Trammell, though. Trammell was a good player. That means that... trying to think. Who else am I missing from green? John Dunston. Geronimo's a rookie. Like I said, I don't memorize every rookie. I'm sure I'm passing up a lot. It'll be okay. I'm sure the people getting bulk won't complain if they have a few more. Jack Morris, I believe, is an all, or not an all-star. I think he is a Hall of Famer, I believe. Okay, Heath, Hassey. Daryl Strawberry. That looks decent for centering. Eric Davis looks okay. Bert Blyleven's going to go over there. Some of those guys might. Julio Franco, I'm pretty sure, was a Hall of Famer. George Brett, of course, we pull him out. As you can see, there's a George Brett right back there. Insert. That is from Studio. It's a Leaf Studio, if you're not familiar with it. Fun set to open. Larkin. Grace, second year, Mark Grace. Or is it third year? I think maybe 88 was Grace's rookie, right? So third year. Steinbeck from Minnesota. If you didn't know that, if you're a Minnesota person watching. I think he originally was from Minnesota or played here or something like that. I do remember him having something to do with Minnesota. All right, so Lloyd McClelland, I think is one of the heirs from this set, or is it from another set? I can't see. I'm going to pop him up to the top, and I will look and figure out Howard Johnson, who the heirs were and are. And I know a couple of them. Oh, you know what? I flipped right past Ken Griffey. Ken Griffey was, senior, was an heir. Totally skipped right around him. Gary Carter. Gary Carter actually looks pretty nice. How did I all of a sudden start Reds and then stop Reds? Herbeck, Minnesota player. Steve Finley, rookie in 1990. Huh. All right. On to the Blues. This is where a lot of our rookies live. Jay Bonner. Bone, I think, was his nickname. Tom Glavine. There you go. That's one of the other ones. Go with Schmaltz. Ramon, he's going to just stay in here today. I'm kind of 50-50 on when I pull out Ramones or not. Rookies for sure. Otherwise, maybe. There's so many players in here. They're going to be rookies. We're just going to leave a bunch in. I have so many of these ones already pulled out that I'm going to leave some of the rookies in here. Just because I think I need to have a few more that are just randomly inserted. All right, so we're going through. I understand that you are waiting for something very specific. Okay, so here's one of the heirs. We have Bill Spears. It's number 8. I'm trying to think of what his heir was. Give me a second. I'm going to pull up some of the heirs. All right, guys, I looked up those heirs, and so far, none of them have actually been the heir. This one's kind of weird. It's got the Giant Courage. I was always kind of wondering what's something. So he's got a regular card in the set, I think, and then he's got that one. And then a lot of these guys are star players. So we're going to throw them, like I said, for right now. Harold Baines. Your rival, I always want to see if that's one of the heir ones or not. Well, maybe it's always Drebeck that I think there's 2 versions of the card. Maybe that's why. Paul Malter. And I'm going to be passing up a lot of people that you guys think are pretty good. Do apologize. It's not that I don't think they're any good. It's just I generally don't have any luck selling them. Zane Smith has an heir. We're going to throw these up in there. Okay, what is Zane Smith's heir? I'm going to look it up real quick. I'm going to keep you on the screen just because I don't want to leave the screen. Okay, Zane Smith. The heir says that his career ERA is 0.393. And as you can see, it is right. It says 3.93. So generally speaking, I've not really found errors in sealed factory boxes. So that being said, I have a feeling that most likely we're not finding any errors in this box. So usually they've been corrected. By the time they make this nice fancy box and stuff all the cards in there, you're usually going to have most things corrected by then. But it's always worth taking a look, right? Okay, here we go. The Uribe, he was born in 1959. Let's get him up on the screen where I can see him. There we go. So that is actually correct. Not too bad. Now, anytime you do find a Yosef Uribe, you're not gonna or Jose Uribe, you're not gonna find a corrected version. They're all errors, right? So from the set, it's either all errors or all correct. Larry Walker, very nice. Because it was what happened is half the time his birthday was recorded as 1960 on the cards, and his real birthday is 1959. So that's kind of what the whole error was. Kevin Moss, we'll throw him in there. Dean Palmer, Reggie Sanders. Sorry, Deion Sanders. Jeez. All right, so we have an okay centered Bo Jackson there, but it is not actually. Sorry, I'm pulling these rookies out. Dwyer's rookie. So many of these rookies just weren't labeled as rookies, which is kind of weird that like the 1990, but then you have ones that are rookies that just don't have the labeling, which is always kind of weird as to why that was. I don't really know. Gonzalez, 4 million times he's been, no, I'm kidding. He's been graded a lot. So, okay, so wait, wait, Coiler, if I can try to look at the back and see what kind of problems there was. There wasn't a birthday, number 22. I have to just pull up on my screen again. Okay, let's see. The error was that it's supposed to say 98 games for London, not 998. Let's get real close here. Games, 98. Okay, perfect. So what we can figure out is that most likely Sandy Alomar Jr., most likely all the errors are going to have been corrected in this set here. Billy Bates is an error. I'm not even going to look anymore. If it happens to be an error and I send it off to someone, yay for them. Like I said, this stuff will all generally go into bulk stuff. I'm not going to really look through it. I just literally counted Todd Zeal, Greg Vaughn, rookie. Okay, here we go. So what do you guys think? Ken Griffey, one of the cards we're really interested in getting graded from this set. It looks like it's pretty close to centered. I got a little bit of problems I can see down on the bottom and maybe possibly the top. So we'll throw them up there. We'll take a closer look at them. Most likely looking at the card, they're all pretty off. They all kind of have a little bit of dinging going on. Ventura. I think a lot of these are just going to seriously go right to Lenny Webster. I've been looking for some Lenny Websters to get graded. That's not going to be the one. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, most likely they're, star boxes. They're not going to get sent off. I'm needing, though, I need 1 or 2 cards. Remember, I have to get back the cost of opening the box. So Sosa's too far off. Sorrento, Barrett, Mann. I don't remember why Kelly Mann did. I remember when he first came out thinking that it was going to be a big star, and I guess not. Okay. But yeah, so you figure I'm out 30 bucks by opening this box. I lost 30 bucks. Could have sold it for, let's say, 30. I think so. I think I could have got 30. Pretty good at selling stuff, right? So let's say I'm out $30. I need to send something off that can come back with $30 profit because it cost me 20 to send it off. So that being said, I'm out 50 when I grade something. As soon as I grade something, I'm out 50 bucks until I sell the card that's graded. And that means that I need to get something that sells for at least $50. Most of my stars up there, the Griffey would be possible probably. But most of the stars up there are looking like they're probably not going to be centered enough. My Sandberg, same situation. If you look at the corners, like they look pretty good, but they're not centered. So that's kind of a shame. Okay, so Boggs got eaten by the box monster. You can see that. So that kind of stinks. There's a Boggs card. Okay, so we got a few more stars. Ooh, Frank Thomas. But again, even Frank looks a little top heavy. I think the whole box, really wish I could see through like a cello pack factory set. That's what I need because then I would know if I want to open it or not. There might be one or two players in here. Nobby, same thing. Top heavy. There might be one or two players in here that possibly have zero population. And that might be able to get it for me. Ben McDonald. Okay, here we go. This is the moment right here. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we tried to find. I mean, obviously we knew it's in the set, but this is the one we wanted. I'm gonna sleeve him real quick. It does. I mean, I can already tell just looking at it that it doesn't look like a 10 potential. It looks like a 9. And I think that 9's more of like a break even kind of situation. I don't think it's gonna hit the profit because look at this. Centering's way off. That's a bummer. That's definitely one we wanted to send. That's the reason I opened this. There's really actually opened all of them was this card here. So I feel like we're not going to get it. No matter what those corners and walls look like, I think that it's just too far off. I could measure it. But remember, you've got graders doing it with their eyeballs. Not a measuring tool. Nolan Ryan's too far off. Wade Boggs too far off. We got an A's card. Too far off. Too far off. Too far off. Candlesticks too far off. Jeez Louise. Okay, so we got some stars. Steinbeck's got an error. It actually looks pretty decent as far as centering goes. See the word catcher there? It's how you're supposed to spell it. And then in the middle, right here, capable catchers. There's an error where it says cathers. They spelt it wrong instead of catchers. Okay, so maybe the Sandberg and maybe the Puckett. Larkin looks good, but he's too far off. The Bow, crap. Okay, so our 4 cards in there that potentially could have looked pretty good don't, right? So that's kind of a bummer. There are 3 Bojacks, or 4. There's 4 Bo Jacksons in this set. And realistically, I don't think I'm going to send any of them. So this has been another 1990 score opening that did not go the way I wanted. And these corners are also, they're dinged up. I can't send them. So we got the Nolan. I mean, we got the Bow. I think ultimately if I wanted to, if I'm going to post some of these online, right, for $1, $2 a piece, I think I could probably move enough of them to get it back. But I'm going to keep sorting through. There's got to be something in here. The centering wise, like if this was centered with good corners, it'd be okay. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there anything that you saw me go through that you would say send it that potentially could be a 10? I know you can't see all the corners, but from your view, what you could see, it's not bad. But yeah, the centering's just kind of off on all of them. Just shifted enough when they cut it that they're just all top heavy. We're pretty good left and right, but they're all pretty much top heavy to the point where I don't think I can do it. Still, well, maybe Puckett, but now he's right heavy. He's left heavy. We're going to leave it up to Will Clark, I guess. Can Will Clark, and there's tons of Will, well, that's a Cal Ripken. I didn't even notice that. Can Will Clark, let's see. Corners aren't beat up. There is some paper loss. So, okay, can you see that? Right, look at the card, paper loss. Okay, now look in the upper corner. You can see it a little bit with your eyes. Now, watch this. This is why, see that? Chunk of paper missing. What the heck? You need some sharper cutters back in the day. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. I don't see anything else on it that would make me scream. So I'll go through and I'll take a closer look. If you really want to know which of these cards went off to PSA, keep watching for my PSA submission videos where I show you what cards I'm sending off so you can kind of see. But there are another 500 cards on this table that are essentially what I call PSA research. I need to look at them closer. I need to take them out of their sleeves that they're in. Look at the light. These are definitely not PSA research. They're just stars. You know, all those up there sleeved. You know, we opened, like I said, a ton of 90. So I've got all these cards, and I'm going to look at again to see how their centering truly is. We got a bunch of inserts, right? Will Clark's, and then we got a Mattingly McGuire. So we have all these cards we have to look at to figure out, one, can they get a 10? Are they potentially a 10? Are they closer to a 9? And then if I do get a 10, what kind of return do we get? Well, I've been opening a lot of 90 Fleer. Look at these puppies. Those are nice. This one looks a little better than that one, but they look pretty good. There's no corners, no paper loss, no problem. So again, if these come back, I think they're like 80 bucks. And I got some of the Joe Montana Air, so that was actually a much more fun opening than this one was. But guys, I do appreciate you coming around. Do appreciate you watching. If you have any comments or feedback on these cards or submitting to PSA in general, why don't you drop it in the comment section. GM Pokey out.